Hey, BVO Boxing, man. We back, we back, we back, we back. Salute, salute. Hey, tell everybody, man, BVO Boxing, aka Kareem Akbar, is back. Let them know that we back. We back for the first time. Telling you this, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. We trying out a brand new platform. Shout out to Restream. We got a lot of different things on here. Shout out to them for giving me an opportunity to test their product. Also, too, before I get started, I want to send a big shout out to our sponsor. Shout out to the Breakfast Box. If you are in the Akron Canton area, please make sure you stop by the Breakfast Box, home of the shrimp and grits, also the breakfast dog. So we definitely doing some big things out here. Salute to my man D Free. Um, Also, too, want to send a big shout out to the smoke shop. Shout out to the smoke shop, West Market Street, almost downtown Akron, Ohio. If you are in the need of cannabis or flowers, please make sure you stop by the smoke shop. On there, ask for my brother Nick. My brother Nick Jr. Take good care of you, man. That's the smoke shop right there on West Market Street. If you are in the need of cannabis or any kind of flowers, make sure you stop by there. I don't know why my brothers ain't in here. I see them in the chat, but I don't see him in here, so I don't know what's going on. But shoot to my brother Crush. But we in the building, man. We in the building. We in the building. So let me see. I'm gonna make sure my brothers got their things on. Hold on one second. Make sure they got their info. Okay. Uh Make sure I put it. Okay, I got it in the chat. That's what I didn't do right. I thought I sent it in the chat. I didn't. That's my fault. But so my brother's about to come up here, but today we got to talk about this, man. It's the kind of a hairy subject, a tough subject, but we've been hearing a lot of things about our dear brother Abdul Wahid, and one of the things we hearing is he flexing foreclosure, and also we heard about him not being able to travel to Japan for his birthday, which kind of sucks. But I'm gonna say this: things happen. I think sometimes when they report on money or they report on foreclosures, I think a lot of times some of that stuff can be overstated. But I don't know what the situation is, but it doesn't sound good. I'll say that don't sound good when someone is saying something like that. Um, Hold on one second. Let me bring my brother. Hold on, got my brother Crush. Bring my brother Crush in here. Salute to Miss Just Do in the building. So I'm getting used to this new setup, yo. I'm trying to make sure I get my brothers up here real quick. Hold on one second. I'm like the old man. Crush, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, you sound clear, bruh. Sound clear. Yeah, you
Okay.
sound good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. So we in
Okay,
here.
I see you
Yeah, it's a
checking out
little
a new
bit.
streaming platform.
Yeah, we want to
What's
new.
the name of this joint here?
This is Restream. They reached out to me and gave me an opportunity to check out their new product. So shout out to
Okay,
Restream. We gonna check it out. And I thought that was
cool.
cool
Shout
for
out
them
to
to
you.
hit me up. You know.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Shout out to you, man. You doing good things, man. Glad to be a part of what you got.
Oh shoot, hold on, I messed up something. My bad. Let me see. Oh, Crush fell off. Crush fell off. But we about to get it going, yo. We about to get it going. We about to get it going. My bad, my bad. I'm trying to get this together, but like I said, Super Miss Just Do. It's so much you could talk about when it comes to that, but I'll say this. When you hear somebody having financial problems or anything of that nature, okay, we got Brother Free in here. Okay, Free.
What's good?
We good, we good, we good. We got my man Puerto Rican Free in here. Where's okay, we got Crush in here too. Why is it
Back up
stacked
in
up
the
like that? Okay. I gotta figure out how to unstack it like that. Give me one second, y'all.
D Freezy.
Yep.
What's
Yeah,
happening, bro?
Ain't
yeah,
nothing.
it's a little different, so I'm trying to get it right. Hold on, that's not the right button. What's the right button? So it's us. Okay, I see us in here.
Well,
How do we do it?
Their audio sounds great, man. I like the way the audio sounds. It sounds very
My
clear. The
my
audio is
stuff,
Yeah.
good.
BBR. I try to tell you, my stuff always works sometimes.
Hey, well, we got different platforms, so we'll see. We do sound clear. All I see is my brother's beard. I look like we got Baron Davis on the show, so I got to figure out how to get this. I got to figure out how to get this together. But we in the house. I say that. I'll say this though. What did you guys think about hearing about Abdul Wahid facing foreclosure and things of that nature? What did you guys think about all that?
Well, I'll go first and make it brief. I seen it. I didn't look into it or even listen to what anybody had to say at the time. You know me, I sit around BVO and I take my time to check out stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I mean, if it is, it's nothing major, and that's something that he got to work on. I'm not, into worrying about if he's broke and PVC and all that. It's not my business
Right.
because his broke is different from the broke that we're thinking about. That's
Right.
what people don't understand. When people in them high tax brackets don't be broke like you're going from paycheck to paycheck, people, y'all really got to start. I'm gonna start doing some other classes for y'all so y'all can learn some stuff, man, because they really be doing some things. We got you though. We got you. Now ranked supreme over nearly everyone, and we are very well vexed in so many areas, and we can help y'all out on y'all stupidity. Carry on.
I don't know where Chris went with that, but go ahead. What you think about this, Free?
I didn't hear, but I saw the post that you had put up.
Yeah.
If everything is true, I'm trying to figure out what happened to the man's money because he got paid substantially with the Ryan Garcia. Even if we take away the Frank Martin fight, he
Hmm.
got paid he got paid heavily from the Ryan Garcia fight, and I
Hmm.
know he didn't blow through all that money that fast. Um, but I mean, I don't know. I can't say how these guys are spending their money. I don't know what they're doing, but that's why I said if everything is true, I gotta we gotta look at where his money is going to because there's nowhere in the world he should have went through all that money in little over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll say this. I don't know if it may be something as simple as a tax issue because people don't realize this. A lot of times, athletes when you first get that first piece of cheese, you might mess around and blow it. And what you have to do, as what they used to say, is kind of run it back up on the second contract. So I think maybe that might be the case. It might be the case. He might be broke and got to fight maybe 3 or 4 more fights to get back to where he was. But that's not uncommon. Just to kind of give behind the scenes, when you getting that money, I'm gonna just be totally honest with you, man. It's not easy. It's not always easy to take care of it right the first time necessarily. And that's not making no excuse. That's just being realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
um,
What's going on, Price?
what
What
was
up,
that?
though? I didn't know I had to log into something new today. I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah, yeah.
on with
Yeah,
You
I had to get that together. I was like, whoa.
yeah this
Yeah.
well,
new platform that we trying out. I told BVO about it a while like a couple of weeks ago. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And you know the cool thing
I'm about
about
to
it,
turn it on my big TV and see what it looks like.
and you know the
what
thing
you
that's
about to
cool
say,
about it,
GBO?
they reached out to me and they gave me one of the ladies gave me a free month membership to see how I like it, and
mhm.
hopefully can bring the show over here full time. Because I'll be honest, I feel like my man Martin. I ain't paying all that money for no streaming yard. You can forget it. You can-
I mean, even if
Yeah.
even if
Go ahead.
you
And
don't
it looks pretty cool when you're looking at it on the screen, like how our names look. It looks pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
and even if you don't I mean if you don't get the premium, the basic model is pretty decent price. I think it's not that expensive. And
yeah. I
I
think it's only like $60.
yeah, yeah, it is like $16. And the thing that I
Mhm.
like about it is if you're doing a show with the same people every day, that link that you give them is the same link, so you ain't gotta recreate another link. You could just
Oh, okay, that's decent.
you can
Yeah, I
send
like
them
Yeah.
that
that.
link and you can reuse that link every single time.
Mm.
Salute to my man DS3 said the Cavs. He said, BVO, your Cavs 8-0, about to be 9-0. You know what? Speaking of
Uh,
that, there ain't much going on. We can go ahead and jump on that basketball. People don't realize that our power forward has took another step and he's
yeah.
become more offensive minded. And I think
Who,
with
who
him
you
being
talking
off
about? Evan Turner?
Evan
I'm
Turner,
not Evan Turner,
not
but
Evan Turner, Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley.
I think with Mobley thinking more offensive, it changes the dynamic of having Garland and of course my man
Let me say
Spider.
this, BVO. The worst
But
thing that the Sixers did was turn down that trade that y'all offered us some years ago. Y'all offered us Mobley, Garland, and
Don't talk about it, Prize. Don't
I
bring
know
it
I
up.
gotta do it. I
Man.
gotta do it because he might not. He might know, but he might not know. They offer us Garland, Mobley, and who was it? It was one more player for Ben Simmons, and Daryl Morey said no. I said, "Are you crazy? You
I
getting a
think
point guard?"
I think it was Jared.
Jared Allen. Yes,
yeah,
it
I
was
like
Jared
yeah,
Jared
Allen.
Allen.
And
Yeah,
then
man.
we could have took Jared
Ooh.
Allen and flipped him because we got Embiid already. That was
y'all,
or
hey, y'all
how
ain't got
about
no
this trade?
Embiid. Hold on,
How
hold
about
on,
this trade? We
hold
did
on.
not. They wanted to give us Buddy Hill and Tyrese Halliburton for Ben Simmons, and we said no.
I'm
Yep.
gonna tell you
Excuse me.
something funny. I'm gonna tell you something funny. The Snow Bunny King, Tyrese Halliburton, and I gotta give him his credit. He's the Snow Bunny King. He keep like 8, 9 snow bunnies with him at all times. The Snow Bunny King really became a heck of a point guard. He's a nice little point guard. I like this dude. I like that dude. Snow
Halliburton
Bunny
can
King,
ball.
he all right with me, man.
Yeah, yeah, I like
And
his
then we
game.
ended
I
up
like his
trading
game.
for Buddy Hield
Uh,
anyway. That
big
was stupid. Go ahead.
real quick. Big Dre.
So,
The name of this platform is called Restream.
mhm.
We
Yeah,
stream or restream. Which one? We or re?
Restream.
Reed,
we see.
R.E.
Yeah,
R
yeah.
E.
I like the way the lettering and I like the way the chat looks, and I like the way we look on screen. Pause.
Yeah, I can't. I'm still messing with it. I'll be honest. You all know, brother BBO, brother Kareem is an old man when it comes to technology, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
But
I could tell you a little bit about it.
Can you still do your drops,
Offline,
BBO?
I got it on my other laptop because when you was asking me about another platform, I had looked this up and that's why I was telling you about it. So I got it on my other laptop and I've been
yeah,
messing around with it, so I could let you know a little bit of stuff
You
offline.
do your drops still?
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. We still got the drops, all that.
I
That's all
might,
that
I
matters. Then.
might,
Yeah. I mean,
I might go mess
even
with
if we
this
ain't got
thing.
the drop, we got we got it in the building.
Hey,
Okay,
Don
yeah.
DeMarco, Don DeMarco. We need that Don DeMarco drop.
Now
but
you can't use Don DeMarco because that's
Yeah, Smack will
copyright.
be Smack will be trying to sue it.
Yeah,
See
you
Shout
got
what
out
but
y'all
Russ.
need to be
I'll
doing,
say this
man.
to kind of get us back going. The one thing I will say is I think it's kind of funny that as soon as Abdul Wahid is having issues, the press is so quick to report on it, and it's like don't get fooled. They always do this to us. Whenever it's us, they want to report whatever happens immediately to try to give us maximum embarrassment. And I just put like this: we standing with you, Abdul. And if you blew the money, so what, bro? Go back out there and fight, and I
Who
guarantee
said
you'll
he
get
blew
it
money?
again. We just going off the
And this,
reports that he's facing foreclosure.
Who doing
Um,
foreclosures
Tank,
on his house?
yeah,
yeah, that's what's
we throwing
going
off
on.
the
That because
flow, man.
that's that.
We
Don't
throwing off
let
the
that.
flow.
Don't let that foreclosure stuff fool you. That's that. Them rich people know how to foreclose on their house and get out of like owing. So don't let that fool you. People thought 50 Cent. Oh, he went bankrupt. He filed for chapter. Man, 50 Cent got more money than a lot of people think, bro. Don't let
Yeah,
that stuff fool you. Don't let that foreclosure stuff fool you. That stuff's a gimmick, bro.
Prize. I just told them a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's the tax. The tax levels is different. Their foreclosure is different from people who's going from
Yeah,
paycheck. You see what I'm saying? So
right. His
y'all can go ahead
foreclosure is
and
liable to be cheaper to let it foreclose or go against his credit and he just pay his debt off, then it's probably cheaper for him to let it foreclose. I don't think that trust me, there's a financial strategy behind that. Don't
And
believe Tank is blowing his money. He
did
got
y'all
some
think
good
about
people
this?
around him.
Did y'all think about this? Who's saying it's the actual house that he lives in?
Right.
Could be one of the other properties he ain't been in. Y'all
Right,
got
man.
man,
I ain't
y'all
paying that
go,
no more, man.
man, y'all
Screw that
they
crap.
go for all type of stuff. It could be. I'll look into it. I'll look into it, and
Yeah,
I'll
that's
let
all
a.
I was about to say. Yeah, it could be the property that he has in Baltimore that he don't really live in. Like
There we
Damn.
go.
Damn, what
My
happened?
bad, my bad. I hit the wrong button.
I'm about to
Yeah.
say, damn, I thought I
Oh,
did
hey,
something.
wait a minute. Wait. Before we go further,
Mm-hmm.
my man Kareem,
Mm-hmm.
you got to get your engineering tight on this new joint, man.
Oh yeah, I did.
You gotta get the engineering tight on the new one, man. We can take it on stream, y'all, but you know, we coming here, man. We all gonna take part in learning this joint, man. Because
Oh
I
yeah.
like the way it look. I think I would stream from here. Why not give it a try? See what's going
Yeah.
on.
Oh
Something
yeah, for
different.
sure.
Something different. Definitely. I'm
I,
always.
Yeah.
I like I said, I like the way the chat looks. I like the way our names look. If you're looking at it on your TV or your
Yeah.
like one of your iPad, maybe the iPad that they won from the JBT. If you take and look at one of them devices like that, the lettering and stuff, it looks really good. I must
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like the way it look. It looks good, BBO. So shout out to Restream, giving him give him a free trial, tryout and
Yeah,
everything,
shout
man.
out to y'all for giving the brothers a try, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all.
Salute to
Appreciate
Sure.
it.
Merlin Queen. I'll tell you one thing
And,
that
and,
that
sa- and salute to Miss Just Do, by the way. I see her in the chat.
oh for sure,
Yeah,
for
sister,
sure,
dude. That's my girl right
for
there.
sure.
Salute to the
Hey,
queen. The two
Hey,
queens. Melanie
let
Queen as
me
well.
let me ask y'all a question. For those who's not in Philadelphia. Well, I noticed one thing this morning, people. I'm up all night at work. It was very quiet in my city. Always very quiet.
mm-hmm.
Everybody was, quiet because, after all the twerk parties and stuff like
Oh,
that, and this, that, and the other. They thought they was gonna get it. They thought all the radio stations gonna be playing that song. We run the world, girls, girls. And this city is quiet because
Yeah.
far as Pennsylvania is concerned, okay, the Philadelphians fell for the okie doke, but I'll be telling them, you ain't worrying about the inner city. It's the counties. He tore that ass up. What?
Bucks County,
Blew out
Montgomery
the wall.
County.
Blew
Them is
out the wall.
that's
Wasn't
not
even close.
Philadelphia. Let's make that clear. Tell them, Chris, that's not Philly,
Exactly.
bro.
Yeah, that's not fully see, and that's what people gotta
People like to
understand.
claim Philly. That ain't Philly. Hell, where
Right.
I'm at in South Jersey is more Philly than Bucks County. That's a fact. I'm
That is true.
closer to the city than Bucks County is.
Yep,
yeah.
exactly. So, I was telling her, I said, y'all can do all y'all want. You don't really need Philadelphia at all. It's the other parts, Bucks
Pittsburgh.
County and all that. Man, he tore that ass up in them counties, man.
Man,
We
you know,
already
I don't even
know.
want to have this conversation because, the
I just wanted
people,
to put it out there real quick. That's all.
yeah, you know what? The people, I'm going to keep quiet. Carry on, D Free.
How was
Kareem
it quiet
Akbar, one of y'all
in
brothers.
your area, DC? Was it quiet out there, BBO? After
Um,
the results came in, it was
well,
quiet because a
this
lot
is
of them went for the
it's
blue.
different. 'Cause this is Ohio. Everybody
Right.
was really excited, so it was a lot of
Right.
people were excited about it winning, and I heard about it all day at work. Everybody was super excited. Now I know why I know why I would vote Republican or usually vote Republican. That's because of my tax bracket. But some of the people I've seen celebrating, I don't think they're in a tax bracket to really be celebrating. But I
Yeah,
digress. I mean,
that's a
it's,
fact.
it's just, the thing
He
is,
just cooked a bunch of people with that.
but shout out to my brother, because at the end of the day, we was told to pray for our leaders, man. So I'm praying for him. I'm praying for his vice president. I'm praying that he can do what he need to do, and everything works out for the good. Because at the end of the day, we know who's in control, man. God is in control anyway. So that's what you got to know, man. That's what
I,
you
t-
got.
I give y'all here a start, right? I'm gonna let y'all know who's gonna
I
be
hear
the
you with
next president.
that God thing, but God was
I
around when
know who's gonna be the next.
slaves was out, slavery was happening, and God was around. But I'm just saying,
I'm gonna tell y'all who's gonna be president in 2028. All right, y'all ready to hear? I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm like Nostradamus out this joint, man. Get y'all heads up. The grumpy OG would be president in 2028. Don't y'all worry about it. They already talking about put me in there and shake up some stuff.
Hey, hey, man, I can see it because if you don't win, I know my man Rocky Maivia. I don't know if y'all remember Rocky. That's what they used to call him. Rocky Vaught. Was it Maccabea? I can't remember. I think it was Rocky Maivia. I can't remember. That's what they used to call the Rock back in the day. But at the end of the day, I'll tell you what. I look at the presidentship as just like my old landlord, man. You know, you vote him in, you vote him out. At the end of the day, it don't matter. I'll just put it like this: you really just got to keep your faith, and let's be honest, we was okay before, we're gonna be okay after, man. And just think about how fast 4 years went. We not kids no more. Time flies. 4 years ago, God rest his soul, my grandmother was here. My brother was here. So I'm just thanking God for each and every day, man. I went to go see my daughter's school for a progress report. We got good stuff on that. So I'll be honest, I'm in a cheerful mood, man, because God is really good, man. That's all that matters. All the other stuff is just icing on the cake, bro. Icing on the cake. I'm just excited. I can't explain to y'all the kind of joy I got because I mean we got some big fights. We got a big fight this weekend. We got
Oh,
Bam
yeah.
Rodriguez. Oh my God, Bam Rodriguez is taking over Philly. He's the new king of Philly. Can't wait to see Bam Rodriguez. I know he's gonna steal the show. I believe he got Boost Ennis as his undercard on the as the co-main, better yet. And I think Bam Rodriguez is gonna put on an absolute show. I'm excited about Bam Rodriguez. I'm excited about some of the fighters on the card. And then we all know we got Arm Mike Tyson taking on Cleveland's very own Jake Paul. I mean, I'm just in great spirits about it all, to tell you the truth. I don't know
Well,
about you guys. I'm great
well,
spirits.
I,
Go ahead.
I know you gotta represent your state and your city,
Hmm.
but you better not be going for Jake Paul against Mike Tyson. I might have to come out there and Mike Tyson your ass.
Hey, Jim, don't hurt nobody, but you know I got the hometown kid by stoppage. You know I got the
Oh my
hometown
goodness.
kid.
It's a couple people thinking that white boy got a chance to win. Yeah, he got a chance. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. and,
he got a
and and
chance.
also too, I gotta figure out how to get everything set up. We doing our 50-50 raffle coming up. I'm gonna have as soon as I figure out how to get the videos, I'm gonna have a video up on that. But like I said today, man, we just having some fun today because man, we on a new platform. Like I said, I'm in a great mood. And I'm telling you, I don't think people realize this. Ben Rodriguez might be top 5 pound for pound.
I
And
know.
I want to give Eddie Hearn hats off for bringing him home to Philly because some people saying he the new king of Philly, and I think it'd be great for Ben to be fighting in Philly more. What you guys
I,
think?
I ain't gonna feed into that tonight. You know what I'm saying? But okay, dream on, dreamer. Life gets in the way. Uh, but yeah, I like Bam. But speaking of Bam, he was supposed to say something about Tank Davis. I'm gonna say this.
Hmm.
You don't want that, young man. I like you, Bam, but please stay in your lane, bruh. You don't want no parts of that.
Abdullah
Even
too big for him, man.
if why it went down to 130, they met at 130, he'd kill his man. So what I'm saying is, be great where you at, Bam. I like where you at. I like you a whole lot. I got you on the pound for pound. Don't start doing that nonsense, bro. Don't start doing the nonsense, man. Don't start doing the nonsense. You're doing great, Bam. Don't make me see you sad and had to snatch you up before you get in that ring. You is coming to Philly, man. We get down like that.
What you think?
Don't.
What you think, Free? We ain't heard from Puerto Rican Free. What you think about the king of Philly, Bam Rodriguez, coming home?
I don't know about him being a king or coming home because, as far as I know, he don't live in Philly. If you talk about Jerome Boots Ennis, then we got it's another thing we talking about. Bam Rodriguez, he's a good fighter. He's definitely on my pound for pound. I don't know, I don't have him top 5, but he's on my pound for pound. But he's definitely a good young fighter that's coming up. I think he's going to be a superstar. Long as he keep going the way he's going right now. Um, he's fighting the fights that he's supposed to be fighting, and he's putting them down. I mean, I don't see nobody in his weight class. I want to see what he looks like moving up because I don't see nobody in his weight class giving him any problems. Um, I guess he's going to try to become undisputed at that weight class before he moves up. I don't know, but I want to see what he looks like with the guys that's a little bit bigger than him. Well, I ain't even gonna say bigger than him because he was at that weight class and then he moved down. So I
Yeah,
want to see what he look like with some guys that's around his size or bigger, and see how he pans out against those guys because that's when you know if you got a real fighter on your hand when they can face people that's the same size of them or bigger than them and still does do the same thing they done with the previous weight class.
yeah. I'll ask you this. Only reason I was saying the whole King of Philly thing is because what's his name? Eddie Hearn had made a big promo and was saying, Bam Rodriguez taking over the city. Go ahead and make him king. All this good stuff. You know how Eddie
Yeah,
Hearn do. He like to put a
yeah,
little mustard on a hot dog. And I
yeah.
think this, I could be wrong. I don't see him beating Abdul
Hey,
Wahid. Abdul Wahid is too big, pause. But I think it'd be a good fight. I think it'd be a good fight.
hey
I really
BBL,
Now,
go ahead.
now,
BBL, real quick.
go
Yeah.
Down,
ahead.
down, down in the right corner of your platform that you're looking at, you see that box of that desktop and that square. Hit the
Yeah.
desktop. Hit the desktop. It'll open
Okay.
up. It'll widen up the picture for us.
Oh, it won't let me. I see what you're saying.
It should be
Yeah,
on the right hand side next to
hold
where
on.
all of the
Yeah, I
no,
know
it's on the
exactly what
right
you're
hand
saying.
side.
For some reason, they ain't letting me do it. It know I'm on my phone, so that's why.
Oh, you're on your
He's on his
phone.
phone. That's
Yeah, I'm
why.
on my
Oh, you
phone.
on your
Yeah,
phone? Okay, okay, okay.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
on my phone too. All right, cool. That's what I like.
yeah.
Yeah, but now it's rumor. I'm not sure, but after this fight, after this opponent that Bam is facing this week, and word is that uh he might be fighting Chocolate Tito next. I'm not sure, but I heard something about it. I'll look around and see what the sources say about that. But if that's the case, how do y'all feel about that?
How old is he?
Wow.
Ain't
Hey,
Chocolate
did
feel
you
like
go? I
100
see
years
how you
old?
feel about it. There you go. You just
I
answered
mean, Takatito's
it.
100 years old at this point. He's been knocked out multiple times. Like, why do we need to see him? How does he get a chance? Well, I understand he has a name and that he probably could sell some tickets for sure. But come on, let's be honest, bro. That man Takatito ain't he ain't done when the last time he done something significant. So I don't want to, it is what it is. I'm happy for Bam. That'd be nice if he can get that on his resume. It'll still look good. I know people gonna criticize, but I mean, it still look good. I mean, you never know. Chocolatito do got a puncher's chance, bro. But other than
Mm.
that's all he has.
Now I was looking at something just scooping around, and I seen what Antonio Tarver said recently about Shakur Stevenson. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Shakur was saying that his response to Kid Skull, saying that he's not on my level, he's not elite, I'm elite. And
Mhm.
Tarver came out and said, well, Shakur, um, you're not elite. And he basically said the reason why Shakur isn't elite because Shakur is good, but basically said, I'm gonna paraphrase, long story short, um, like he hasn't really did anything or really fought anyone to be elite, but he's damn sure good though. How y'all feel about that? If y'all haven't heard about it, me just letting you guys know. I seen it earlier today.
Um, I think Antonio does a great job of running his mouth. I've never seen a guy who's ran his mouth for 20 years off one win. But shout out to him. He's like a one hit wonder that won't go away. Um, I'll just put like this. I'm not a big fan of Antonio Tarver. Shout out to him though. Him
Yeah, I don't
one
like
time.
him either, BVL. And I can I say it, BVL? I won't cuss.
Hold on one second. Let me finish this. I don't want to mess up this monologue.
I want to
I
say
feel
this.
I feel like I feel like the way he was acting towards me and CDK, I got him on sucker time. But that's just me. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, can I say this, BVL? I won't cuss. And I ain't gonna do that because that's kind of some sucker ish. I'll tell you behind the
No,
scenes. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do
What
that.
I
all right,
what I
all right, cool,
what I
cool.
would say
Go ahead,
about
D-Cool.
what Antonio Tarver say. Um, I kind of agree with him.
The
Shakur
sucker.
has, Shakur hasn't really fought anybody. Well, he hasn't fought anybody that was elite. I mean, if you look at the best opponents that he fought were were Jamel Herring, who was at the end of his career, and Oscar Valdez, who's basically a come forward fighter. He doesn't have anything special. So I kind of agree with him. He hasn't fought anybody that was elite. And that's no knock on Shakur because at that time Shakur only had roughly like 16, 17 fights. So I mean for him to say that, I see what he's saying because I've been said that I want to see Shakur in there with somebody because if you look at Shakur's resume, he's only got roughly 3 notable names on his resume. So I want to see him in there with better competition. Like everybody keeps saying they want to see Tank in there with somebody who elite, but
Mhm.
that's the same thing for Shakur. Shakur hasn't been in there with anybody that's elite. And
Jamel Herring.
think Tank Davis have been in there with people who were elite at some point in time. Like when he fought Pedraga, at that time, Pedraga was elite at 130 at that time. Um, now I wouldn't say Leo was elite. Leo is
Mhm.
a good fighter, but he
He
wasn't.
was B level.
I don't. I mean, it depends on who you comparing them to. Because if you comparing them to the guys at 130 and 126, I wouldn't say he's B level. I say he's A level compared to those
Okay,
guys.
right.
Yeah, he was nice when he fought guys his size. Just to be honest, he was
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
definitely nice. Leo was making noise down there, and people act like that didn't exist. Because when he was fighting guys his size, he was making noise, and people was coming to see him. All right, so you know how easily and how
He
fast
just did
people.
that. He just did that. He just played that whole Gary Russell Jr. situation the wrong way. He should have just fought him and got it out the way. It's just that simple. But Gary had a Hall of. To me, I feel like Gary. I put Gary. Even though me and him ain't talking right now, I still put Gary Russell Jr. in the Hall of Fame in my opinion. Because I mean, the boy has some skills. Like my man, Black Mamba said, it's all about skill. This ain't no Rocky stuff. This is about skill.
Um,
So I definitely
uh,
think my man Gary Russell
I
Jr.
don't
has a lot of
know. I
skill.
don't know if Gary is a Hall of Famer. You gotta look at his resume, and he has Loma on his resume, and he has a couple of other fighters who's on
Mhm.
his resume, but I wouldn't say he's Hall of Famer. I mean, if you're going according to how long he had the belt and stuff like that, but other than that, I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and be biased. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I don't
Yeah.
think he's a Hall of Famer, even
No,
though
that's why I said it in my opinion. I did the D3. I said it in my
yeah,
opinion.
I wouldn't say he's a Hall of Famer. Now he has Hall of Fame talent.
Yeah,
If he would have
definitely.
got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fights, if he would have got the fights that he wanted to
Who's not
get,
a Hall of Famer, Free?
Gary,
I will
Gary
say
Russell
he
Jr.
is.
no,
I
he's
say he is, and I'll tell you why when you're done.
No, I'm just saying if he would have got the guy, if he would have fought the guys that he wanted to fight, then I would have said, okay, yeah, and he beat those guys. I would say, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. But when you look at his resume, nah, he's not a Hall of Famer. He's only fought a few guys that you actually know who they are, and he had the belt for almost 7 years. I think he was like 2 weeks away from having it for 7 years.
Wow, he had it that long. Wow.
Yeah,
He had it for he was literally 2 weeks away from having it for 7 years. But at that same token, he was only fighting once a year, and it was only his mandatory. So, and those guys wasn't really big names like that. It was a few of them who were, but they wasn't real big names like that. You couldn't even tell me everybody that's on Gary resume that was a notable name outside of Loma.
You really can't. Because Max, and you know what's so funny? I guess the whole thing, I thought he beat Max Sale, but man, Max Sale was such a trash person to lose to. Because I mean, Brandon Figueroa beat the Mexican pizza out of him, dude. It was bad. Like he beat the what's that food they eat in the Philippines? He beat the Jolly Bee spaghetti out of Max Sale, bro. It was crazy. I mean, he just beat him down. That
I
was
don't
rough,
like that guy either, BB. I think he's trash, but I don't think Gary lost to him. I think Gary
Nah, yeah,
whooped him with one hand,
yeah,
and they just wanted this belt up off of Gary, and they thought Maxeo, because of his nationality, was going to be some kind of Filipino Flash or whatever he was that he wasn't, and he got cooked. And it was just a way to get Gary out of there. And I'm gonna tell you why he's a Hall of Famer. Because for one, they can put anybody in there. Matter of fact, I can create a person on Fight Night and put that person in that Hall of Fame if Rocky Balboa can go in there. So for one, Gary had, I don't even know how many title defenses he had. I don't give a damn if he was fighting once a year. He defended that title. He was one of the he had the belt for the WBC title for years, years. So I'm putting him in there just off of that. He fought some competition. He got both his losses are both suspect. There's a lot of people that Lomachenko fight was suspect. It's not like Loma you did Gary, and he beat the boy with one hand, but that was some politics. So to me, he ain't never lost, and I'm putting him in the Hall of Fame because that's just what I do. Now what's up?
He kind of, he
I
kind of,
mean,
he kind of got beat to death by Loma, bro. I don't know what you was watching.
Hell
Loma beat
no.
him to death.
I wouldn't say he got beat to death by Loma, but Loma won that fight fair and square. And Gary even said it. Gary even said it his own self. He said he won the fight. He said, "I want the rematch." He said, "I'm not gonna make no excuses." He won the fight. But I want
Mhm.
the rematch. He was dehydrated going into that fight, but I mean, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
the Maseo fight, they was trying to find a way to get the belt from Gary, and they found the opportunity because he had
Yeah.
one arm, and Gary still
Whooped
had
him.
the better outcome in that fight. He he rocked the dude with one arm, and the dude never
I don't
really
know what anybody. I don't know what they were looking at. I'm sorry for that. That just angers me with
Right.
that Asian
Right.
boy. I'm sorry.
Listen, we can save all that. It wasn't about what they was looking. Listen, take
Go
this,
ahead.
right? This what we gonna do. Cause my
Mhm.
brother probably on fire tonight. I feel it burning through the.
Yo, you
Anyway,
can feel the energy, bro.
right. Anyways, it wasn't what they was looking at. It was what they already planned to do. You know, Gary had the belt for damn near 7 years. They just wanted to get him out the way of the weight class, man. That's the only reason why we took the belt from him. You understand what I'm saying? They get him out the way so they could try to move on. You know what I mean? But if he's still there, he can slow some things up like he has slowed things up. So they already planned to take the belt from him the very next fight, and it could have been me in there with him. I would have got the goddamn belt. It's about time for us to get it from him. He's old enough that he had it long enough. Come on, man. We know the play, right, man? We've been watching the sport too long and we understand how they move. So that's the reason why this is not about what they was watching or none of that, because they all knew that Gary, was the one on boxing could beat the dude. You know what I'm saying? Mayonnaise, as BF calling mayonnaise, a jar of mayonnaise. Dude ain't all that good, man. He do a hype and all that. A Filipino letdown, because he ain't one of the Filipino fighters that made some damn noise. Well, too bad. It don't happen like that all the time. But let's move on from that. Um, there was some other things. Well, what? How y'all feel about this? And I'll probably talk deeper into it in the morning. But rumor is, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard about this.
Yeah.
And I would love to see it. Teofimo and Ryan Garcia. I would love to see it if it's going to happen and before everybody cook on it. And some of us been saying it, man. Ryan Garcia is doing things. He's making things happen. His resume looks lovely because
Yeah.
he's stacking the big names. Win, lose, or draw, he's getting them. He's
Yeah.
doing something that a lot of other fighters ain't doing.
Looking
So
like
if we
Oscar.
gonna yeah. So we get this T.O. and Ryan fight, and I think they're gonna make that happen because who ain't gonna tune in for that? I think it'll do pretty good. Now, my prediction about the numbers, I don't like to mess with that, but I think it'll do good. Live gate or whatever. And even if they do it a pay per view, it depends on what they do with it, what they put behind it. They probably had to put another big fight on the card or something, but I think that'll do good. We'd love to see it. And that'll be another shout out to Ryan Garcia because he's stacking the bigger names. He's already took the lead. He got Tank. He got Devin Sharman Haney on there.
Oh,
So
Sherman,
you
ain't
know,
he?
yeah, that's what I call him. Because I'm not gonna cuss the kid out. I pass that part. So I'll be more professional about when I roast him because he's still gonna get roasted no matter what. But that's his new name, Devin the Sharman Haney. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what it is. I think it fits him perfect until I see some otherwise come back and turn into Iron Man. I don't know. Remains to be seen. All right, violence, please. Womp 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 womp, and all that other good stuff.
I would say I'll say this. That's a good fight. I won't support it. I got TO by UD. I won't support it. I won't watch it. Both of those guys to me are lower than low. They said too much racist stuff for me.
Yeah,
And I won't support them. So I hope the fight
that
does
part.
whatever it's gonna do. They won't get my dollars or my attention. I honestly will black it out because I don't support people who do that talking crazy about blacks, man. I'm cool on that.
I'm
But
with
That's
you.
where
I'm
you
with you.
at
I ain't watching
now.
that garbage either.
yeah, they can both go to hell.
Hey, it's boxing. I'm going to watch it. Hey, we get to see two racists trying to knock each other heads off. How often do you see that?
I mean, all you gotta do is go to a doggone bar, any bar in America, and you will see that.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
take
I
you
know.
don't
down
know
North
the bars,
Carolina with
brother.
you and let you, and I take you down North Carolina with me, and I let you see how them hillbillies whip on with each other. Yeah, you'll like that.
Well, I know it exists, but I don't see it. I'm not in
It
the
happened
area
every
where I
day.
can
That's
see
because we up here, Crush. If we was down North Carolina, you would be hearing about some of them hillbilly
it.
bars tearing each other up,
Listen,
man. They
not
tear
even
each
that,
other up.
bro.
They worse than we are. I don't care what
Let me
nobody says.
tell let me tell y'all something. Now, it's places I can actually go in the city and see it. Oh,
Right.
it's a bar down here I can go to in South Philly and
Exactly.
actually see that, bro. I go
Yeah,
right down the
You see
Second
them
Street
damn
to the
Italians
Irish
whooping on
pub.
each other, bro.
What? The Irish pubs on the other side of Broad Street, bro, near Front Street. Oh, they be rumbling, bro. I
Like
know.
bro in the front, they be tearing
Listen,
each other up. Man, I don't even go out there, man. Like I said
man, just
before.
say if I just woke up one day and said I want to go see I want to see white people fighting against each other. I know
Yeah.
exactly where to go and I can
Yeah,
find
me too. Me too.
them.
And I know I can take you north and south. If you want to see if you want to see the hillbillies rumble up north,
Oh
like I
man,
said, like Crush said, out on Front Street, they stay tearing each other at that one
they
bar.
stay
And
tearing
then
each other up
and
down that
down
way.
North Carolina, I can take you to a couple places where a bunch of hillbillies be tearing each other up. They just like us.
Listen,
They'll start to drinking and they'll start to listening to their kind of music. Next thing you know, it's on. It's on site, yo. So it
how
is
how
what
you
it
how you get into a rage
is.
to listen? How do you get into the rage to do physically harm to somebody listening to bluegrass music like?
I don't know. It's something about the drinks down there, I guess. And when that
Oh, man.
hillbilly music start to turn up, when it gets to like almost like rap like almost,
Oh yeah, there.
it's
Oh
not
yeah,
it doesn't it's not quite rap, but they like flowing. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all
yeah,
all know what I'm talking about. Yo,
yeah,
that's when the drinks start to go and they drink. and they drink beer and stuff, and they get to acting crazy off of a couple Budweisers. I tell you some bars where they gonna definitely fight. I'm talking about mechanical bulls. I'm talking about all that, all that good stuff
They get busy, man.
for sure.
They do get busy. But I wouldn't pay to watch the fight, but I definitely watch it. I watch it because we're gonna have to talk about it, Lisa. I'll watch it, but I wouldn't pay for it. They not getting a penny out of me if they want to pay per view to join. So I'm letting you know that right now. I wouldn't pay for it, but I watch it just because on the sake of the sport. I watch it. But
Yeah, I'm
neither
not
one of us
supporting.
can do
I guess I might
nothing.
stream
Hold
it,
on,
but
one
I ain't paying.
hold on 1 second, bro. What you got on this Puerto Rican freak?
I ain't got nothing on it. I mean, I don't care about neither one of them. Neither one of them fighting right now. They ain't fighting till next year sometime. So we know Ryan can't get back in the ring until April. I don't know
Yeah.
when Tio's ever going to get back in the ring because we don't know how long his lawsuit going to go on. So
Mm.
Yeah,
Tio might not get back in the ring for another year. It might be another year before he get in the ring.
Shoot,
We
remember
know
how
that.
long Bob had Mikey housed on the
Yeah,
shelf?
yeah, he had Mikey sitting on the shelf for 2 years. So it's no telling
yeah,
when
yeah.
Tio going to get it back in the ring.
He did. Yeah, he did.
You can't go against the Bob Father, Kareem Akbar. You know that, bro. You cannot go against the Bob Father. He will put you on the shelf and you will collect dust like an old book. And that's a fact.
Well, let me ask you guys this. This is something that nobody's really been talking about. I like what Grandpa Don said. He had a video. A lot of people don't know this, but he's been doing a lot better health wise. And he sent the video out to Turkey and said, "Working together works." I'm just wondering to myself, how come it seems like Don King is always reaching his hand out for love, and people always disrespecting? What is that about? Because I hear people say the lies, like he stole their money, he did this, he did that. It's like Don made mistakes. Why you still holding to it? You think that's fair that Don King is still held to what he did in the past?
Um,
Uh, Go ahead, D. You got it.
nah, I think it's more so. Um, if you don't admit that you was wrong,
Uh-huh.
people want to hold it against you. You gotta admit it and basically try to get the and try to and admit that you was wrong and you apologize for it. But when people don't admit that they was wrong, you're gonna get that to hold against you for years because you just trying to bypass what you did was wrong, like you never did anything wrong, and people don't forget what happened.
Yeah, I agree with you. What you got, Prize?
Let me ask you this real quick
Hold
before
on,
Free
no,
finish.
repeat it. I was on mute. Say it again.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me get. I want to touch on because Free sometimes Free hits you with something good. Free, let me ask you this. Now we know you as a man of peace, real family man, nice brother.
How can I tell if I'm oh
How
all right,
can
my
we?
bad.
How can you say that when we know that you've been known to forgive? How is that possible?
I've been known to forgive, but I don't forget. I could forgive you, but not forget. It's the same thing. Like everybody can forgive somebody, but that doesn't mean that they're going to forget, and that doesn't mean it's not going to be held against you. It's still going to be held against you, even though you forgave them. It still is being held against you until you admit you're wrong and you give a sincere apology. It's still going to be held against you. Like it's the same thing with me and my wife.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to cheat on my wife, she can forgive me, but she's never going to forget, and she's going to hold it against me until I apologize and be sincere with my apology and show and show um some type of way of getting her trust back. So
Mm-hmm.
you can forgive, but you won't ever forget. And it doesn't mean because you forgave them that you don't have to hold it against them. You can still hold it against them because he's never apologized for it. He never admit that he did it. And so just because I forgave you, that doesn't take it away what you did that was wrong.
Mm. I guess, and this is my last question to follow that. Well, if you do it that, if you don't forget, how can you say that you a follower of God because He forgives and He said He throws into the sea of forgetfulness? You don't have that same thought when it comes to someone doing you wrong.
No, like I said, you can forgive, but you will never forget it because
Mhm.
it's part of human nature. It's always going to play back in your mind. You can forgive them, but you will never forget it, especially if it was something that was heinous. Now, if it was something small, yeah, you probably will forget about it. But if it was something heinous that was done to you, you will never forget it because it's always going to play in your mind. It's always going to come back up. It's going to be something that's going to happen in your life that's going to remind you of that moment. So
Mhm.
you can forgive them, but you will never forget. And like you said, uh, about God, we are supposed to be follow and be like God. We're not supposed to be God. So we can't do what He does. We can only try to be what He is. We can't
Mhm.
be Him.
That's a good point. Salute to my man Bruce Gas and Melanie Queen had a funny comment where she say that malt liquor brings out a different kind of crazy.
That malt liquor is vicious, man.
My dad used to get that. It used to be called Blue Bull. He would get the Blue Bull. He
Oh,
would get
Blue
like,
Bull. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
he would get two of those, and he would get him a thing of hypnotic, and he turned into a beast. Hey, my dad used to do like, hey, free. My dad used to do backflips all the time, right? So one time he did a backflip. He was faded though. Man, he hit his back, and my mom just came outside and looked at him for 30 minutes.
I hope
She
he wasn't.
said,
I hope he wasn't one of them dudes I seen on Instagram. They be trying to do them daggone backflip and just landed on their back, and everybody was like, "Oh, oh!" I hope he. I
"Hey,
hope I didn't
he
put him
was
on
be,
Instagram because
he
I
was
see a lot
before
of dudes doing that.
he was before that. He was before that."
I see a lot of they be like, "Hey, Unc, go ahead. Let me see you do that backflip. I can do it. I can do it." And he land on his head, and you be like, "Oh."
One of my favorite videos when they had that old man went up them crates and he said, "When I came down." But back to the show. What you got on this prize? Salute to my man Clarence, man.
Now I'm listening to y'all niggas just geeking out. I ain't even. I'm just tripping out. What y'all talking about? Y'all
Oh,
He
for
my
talking
bad,
about
my
his
bad. Hold on,
content.
let me. I forgot. My bad. Salam alaikum, Clarence. What is it? Salim Ramadan. Salute to my man Clarence, man.
shout out to brother Clarence, man.
This nigga always call me Clarence.
He said,
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all smash the like one time for
what
the
he
one time.
what you
Yes,
say?
man.
I appreciate everybody coming through, man. I
Yeah, me
appreciate
too. I do. I appreciate all y'all chat because I be seeing y'all in other chats and y'all don't gotta come here, but y'all do, and we appreciate y'all. Real rap.
What he say? My
Yeah, yeah.
stepdad will act a
The
fool
young
when he had
son.
that. That's what it's called. That was yeah. That's that more liquor. That Blue Bull.
Damn. Hey, you know what I seen? Kareem Matbar. I seen on a somebody was showing me they're doing a Mad Dog 2020 challenge. Yo, I was like, yo, these young people have no idea what they about to do when they try that challenge for the first time. You gonna find out real quick why you're not gonna pick that bottle up again. I promise you that.
Bruce Gas. Salute to Bruce Gas and my brother C. Ruffin in
Salute,
the
brother Bruce.
Hey, you know what's so funny? I want to ask my man, brother Clarence, this. Now we know Clarence for selling oils, papers, bow ties, but the one thing I always say is my man Clarence always
That
run
was
out
a
of bean
crazy
pies.
introduction, bro. That was
He always run out of bean pies. Man, every time you go into Clarence, I have my $3 ready for my bean pie. I'm sold out, brother. I don't understand, man. Tell my man Clarence, man, get back in the kitchen, make some more than bean pies, man. I got enough of that shea butter, man, and Corpus Christus, man. I got enough of that.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all always pulling up, man. Y'all be supporting us, rocking out, man. And I appreciate y'all coming through early in the morning. I see the early bird squad in here too, man. So salute to y'all, man. Y'all be rocking out with us, man. We gonna keep on bringing it. Just gonna get better, man. Oh, wait till y'all see the new artwork that's getting put together, baby. Woo! That thing will be nice.
What my boy Big Dre said, ain't nothing like that 800. You know what's funny? I drunk some is it Stilts? Stitch? What am I saying it right? Dang.
Huh?
I just call it boot. It start with an S. I can't say it right.
Small liquor.
Yeah, Stitch malt liquor. Yeah.
Hey,
Man, I don't know what it is about malt liquor. Malt liquor is strong, man. It's strong.
hey, malt liquor it tears you up worse than the top shelf stuff, man. Stay away from that, man. We got a bunch of malt liquor zombies walking around this joint. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got more than just heroin zombies walking around. We got these hardcore malt liquor dudes, man. And early in the morning, they be outside waiting for the deli to open. Most of these delis open up at 8 or 9 o'clock, man. And they're stopping coming home. Hey, come here, young buck, what's going on with you, man? You just got off work. I'm like, come on, man. You know, I just got off work. What you want? Oh, hey, I was work last night, man. You know, you got 50 cent. I'm trying to get a can of beer. Come on, man. You said all that to get 50 cent. You ain't gotta give me that nut behind introduction. Then you know, I give it to 'em. Let them go about their business. But them people is funny, man. Yo, they pick with people, they heckle people all day. You gotta see what them when them dudes be talking, trying to talk to females and stuff. They're crazy, man.
Hey,
That
but you
malt
know what?
liquor do
You know, you
something to
know,
them.
you know what got me is every time I gotta give Clarence credit. Every time I see Clarence, he always got a fresh white thobe on, whether he riding the subway or he riding his bike. He the only dude I know that'll ride his bike with all his oils and all that stuff on there. So salute to my man Clarence, bro. Salute to my
Yeah,
man Clarence. I think he growing braids or something because I think he had a haircut in about 8 months. But shout out to my man Clarence. Shout
That
out to
part.
my
You why
man
you going
Clarence.
that Clarence so hard, dog? He's a
He say he
loyal
grow
listener,
braids
bro.
or something.
leave C. Ruffin alone, man.
How am
Leave
I
C.
going? I
Ruffin.
said he growing braids. I seen it. His hair is long. Hold on.
Big Dre said, Colt 45. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Yeah, Colt 45 ain't no joke. Hey, I remember, man, we had a family gathering back in like 83. And, man, I thought I was grabbing a can of Pepsi. I knew what I was grabbing. I grabbed that can of Coke 45, me and my cousin, right? We dip off and go around the corner. Say, hey, we go around the corner to my friend's house, we'll be back. Man, we went around the corner and drank that damn joint. Soon, man, we came back around to the house. We was jacked up off that Coke 45, and they was drinking the tall cans.
Oh,
My grandma looked at me.
that
She said,
coke
y'all,
brutal.
she said, y'all all right? We was like, yeah. She said, mm-hmm. She said, y'all was drinking. What y'all had? Y'all was around the corner drinking? I said, we wasn't drinking something from around the corner. She said, y'all took a beer, didn't y'all? He was like, yeah. He like, man, go sit down somewhere. She said, go drink some water. Y'all don't drink nothing else. Drink some water, eat some food, drink some water, and chill. I ain't gonna say nothing. Shit. Man,
You know,
they got hold on.
I miss them times when you talk about stuff like that. I remember my aunt, my grandma, my great aunts, man, they had barbecue, man. They be out there chilling. My uncle had his little he had a little box full of weed. He called it reefer back then. I don't know what that is, but he used to call it reefer. And he
Yeah,
had
that's
these
what
little
a lot of
papers,
old
man.
heads for the
And he'd be like, yeah, I'm about to get back. And he always play that Jackson 5 Christmas. I don't know if you ever heard that Jackson 5 Christmas. If you ever want to hear some good Christmas music, man, get that Jackson 5 Christmas, man. My uncle, they used to play that. It be summertime. They got the doggone Jackson 5 Christmas song. I
Hey, yeah,
don't know.
Jackson 5 Christmas
I
things
saw
on a
mommy
different level.
kissing Santa Claus.
That's one of the people don't know this, but Michael Jackson got a huge distinction. Not only was he the greatest entertainer, he was the greatest child star too, bro. Because when you listen to some of them songs he had, man, I ain't gonna
Mike
lie to you, man. Lil Bow
as a
Wow couldn't keep up
kid,
with him.
Mike as a kid, um, he had so much soul. He had too much soul. You know, for a kid that young, 5, 6, 7 years old, singing the way he was singing, and it's like this young kid that was just in his first couple years of elementary school was actually able to channel his voice to where it moved adults across the globe. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
can you imagine a young kid, 8, 9, 10 years old, and he has grown women, puddling. This is deep.
Yeah.
It's really deep. Mike had women like really, like that's a kid. It's a kid. You turn that Michael Jackson off. Then he was a little handsome little guy and all that. Mike was deep, man, and he each time in his career when his voice changed, and as you know, he got older, he didn't like the way his voice was changing, but he was
Mm-hmm.
able to make it work for him because he was such a perfectionist. He's probably one of the most talented vocalists who didn't have too many multiple ranges. You see what I'm saying? Because Mike was probably maybe a 2 or 3 octave at the most, but he
Mm-hmm.
mastered it, man. And he had so much soul in him, especially as a kid, man. Like I can go back and just listen to all those songs when he was a kid, and it's amazing. It's amazing, man. You never get a young child, that young with a voice like that. We had got some, but none come close to MJ, man. Salute to the king of pop. Salute to the king.
He wasn't just a good singer, he was a great singer.
Yeah, he
And
was
I
great,
think
man.
like if you ever one of my favorite songs to listen to when I'm out driving around, say I might be doing a lift or something, man. Ain't nothing like listening to that Enjoy Yourself by Jackson 5, man. That
Yeah,
Enjoy
that's a
Yourself,
banger,
man.
baby.
That's a
That's a
cold song.
banger. That's a banger right there, man. Enjoy yourself. But I like Heartbreak Hotel. That's my joint right there.
Oh
This
yeah, that's
place
a
is
good one.
Heartbreak Hotel. Oh, that's a good one, man. It's a good story too when you listen to the lyrics, man. But
Because
he
Michael didn't do that R&B singing like he did with the Jackson 5 as an adult. He didn't really do that much R&B like he did as a kid. As
because
a
yeah,
kid,
because like I
go ahead.
said, he once his voice changed, right, and
Hmm.
he didn't like it at first, but he adapted to it and he made it work because he was like, well, damn, my voice got lighter. I lost soul in my voice. So how can I make it work? So what he did, he listened to that voice that he had. He always
Hmm.
can sing. So no matter what your voice is, if you can sing, you can sing. And he started making more like popish, more music. So when he did the little bit R&B that he did as his career got older, he stayed more so in the pocket. But see, when we thought he lost it, he showed us on that Invincible album because he sang the crap out of that Butterfly song written by Floetry's own Marsh Ambrosi.
Oh yeah.
We expect Mike to come back with that. So that Invincible album, he was showing us, hey, I could still be soulful, but he always made these changes at the right part, at certain parts in his career that made it perfectly fit for him, man. So shout out to the king, man. Such a talent, man. One of the greatest to ever do it, and he's one of the best dancers to ever do it. The only dancer I put above Michael Jackson is his idol, James Brown. I don't care what none of y'all say. When we talk about footwork, yeah,
Hmm.
Godfather was so James Brown. Nobody does it like him. That man was a hell of a dancer too, man. But yeah, shout out to him, man. Woo,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think, and the funny thing about it, it's like James Brown just did the mashed potato, but he made it look like it was something special when he would do it.
Killing it,
But
man.
before we get out of here, we get ready for the Rise podcast.
No
I
doubt.
gotta have my man D Free, man. Give us a story before we get out of here, bro.
You said the what?
Give us a story before we get out of here, bro.
I ain't got no stories. Not right now.
Oh,
I'm
here
just
we go.
Damn, what kind of
I
question is that? What kind of story do you want to hear? Tell them to say, "Hey, man, tell me one. Hey, free.
we've been telling stories all
I got
week.
one for
This
y'all.
how you ask them a question
I got
about a
one for
story.
y'all.
Hey,
I got
free.
no gift
What's
for
your
y'all going
best
out.
Hold on, Pride. Hold on,
highlight in
Pride.
basketball that you play when you play sports? What's your best thing that you accomplished playing sports. That's how you get them to tell a story.
Oh, I mean, if you want to say the best thing I ever accomplished playing sports, was my freshman year in high school. Um, I was put in as a middle linebacker, and I told the coach, I was like, nah, I don't want to play middle linebacker. I want to play corner or safety. And so he was like, nah, you too small to play corner or safety. I was like, nah, I can play with the best of them. And so we was playing against Laurel High School. They was undefeated at the time, and we was undefeated as well. And so he put me in as a corner. I came in the second quarter. I had 4 interceptions, and 3 of them I ran back for a touchdown. And he was like, "We're not putting you at middle linebacker no more. We're not putting you at middle linebacker no more. You're gonna be our number 1 corner." And I never went back to middle linebacker.
That's
we
how you
gonna,
get them. That's how you get them to tell a story.
all right, well, we're gonna close out on this. I got something for y'all. Y'all ready for this? It's a quick little story. It's a little joke too. All right.
Yeah,
There once was a man from Peru who went to sleep in his canoe. He was dreaming of Venus. He took out his penis and woke up with his handful of goo. Put your hand on the right. And we out of here. Shout out to George Clinton for Parliament and Funkadelic, man. I learned that as a kid. We out of here, y'all. We
There we
see y'all
go.
for coffee. Hold up.
We see y'all for coffee and
Everything
donuts.
he
Get
gets is
before we go
angry.
to the Raj.
He's an angry, angry man. So dumbass down and shut. You don't know me. You don't know.
There we go. There we
Hey,
go.
Dope
You're an
show,
angry
man.
man.
Dope show, man. Dope show.
There we
hey,
go. That's what I'm talking
dog.
about,
I'm
Free.
over here working this Restream, dog. Do you know they got a joint on here where you can play a video while you on the side of it and give an illustration of the video? I'm
Wow.
gonna turn my joint around so y'all can see what I'm looking at because I got it